Menu narration option is set to off.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Yeah.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing in this game.
4 yards, they pick up. First down. The Jets at 8-4 now in the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Out of the gun. They run it with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
PAT up and good by Rosales. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, here's Tua. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Come on, set.
Tua to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sorry, it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Williams there to bring him down. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And the deficit will hold Pat and 13.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. In motion right is Wilson. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, the team would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Quinn Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as Ed sets him up for third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hall again on second down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, Wilson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing again here, Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Slowly but surely now starting to pull away, and they'll get things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll give to Hall. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
In motion left is Wilson. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Hall to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. 65 yards rushing forward in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turn.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ready.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tua now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. One more time with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Five, 64, weak.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, Mostert. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Sanders is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go, here we go. Charlie. Yep.
Moore, the man in motion.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Alpha.
One last shot for Wilson. This for all the marbles. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5.